I kind of like hanging out with them. They think I'm funnier than I really am. Hey guys, it's me, Christina. So I have a book review on Spiritbound by Richelle Mead. This is book 5 in the Vampire Academy series. These are all the quotes I loved, and there's no pink because I do not like the color pink. I took like the strips and there was a pink one and I ripped it off. So yeah, these are my favorite quotes. So now I'm going to tell you about the book. And I would like to say all this review is going to be a spoiler review, so don't watch unless you've read Spiritbound and all the books up to Spiritbound. So this book is a continuation of from Blood Promise, when she's back at the academy and she gets the letter from Dimitri and the silver stake saying that he's not dead and that he'll be seeing her soon. So ever since then, he's been sending her letters, and she's gonna find out a way to turn him back to Dampere. And it's like not logical to anyone. Like, that's not possible. Like, you can't turn a Strigoi back into what they originally were. But the only person who knows this is the person who knows how to do it is Victor Dashkov's illegitimate brother. And the only way that they're gonna get to know how to do this is if they break Victor Dashkov out of jail. So but first Rose has her trials, and her dad is there, her mom is there, and Adrian's there. She's dating Adrian now, which I absolutely love. I love Adrian. He's so funny and so just everything he says is just, it cracks me up. There's like one little line, like sometimes there's just like one line. Okay, let me see if I can find any that Adrian said in my little strips. Probably not, because I started posting after. But there's this one line he said. Rose and him are having dinner with his parents at the court, and he his father's like insulting him, and he's like, well, I like hanging out with the kids because they think I'm way funnier than I really am. And he's so funny, and I love him, and I love Rose and him together. She kind of uses him, but I feel very sorry for him. So anyway, next, so after the trials, Abe, her father, decides to have a party for her, and she has her tattoo, and that means that she finally graduated, and she's gonna go out into the real world of being a guardian. And that's scarier because she has to break out a criminal from jail. And when she goes to the party with Adrian, Christian is there and Liz is there, and they're broken up, so they're like ignoring each other and pretending that they don't want anything to do with each other when they actually do. They're so into each other and they've fallen for each other, but ever since the problem in Blood Promise, Christian broke up with Lissa, and then they've just not spoken, and it's been awkwardly, very awkward. And okay, next thing that I want to talk about is so so when they go to the court, Rose has to figure out how to get into that prison. She has to figure it out because she has to know how to turn back Dimitri. Even though she likes Adrian, she doesn't want Dimitri, like, Dimitri's gonna go on a freaking killing spree. And so she has to figure out a way to turn him back. So they okay, so her, Eddie, and Lissa all go to bail Victor Dashkov out of jail, and she mostly tells Adrian, "Oh, we're going away for a girls' night. Bye." And I don't know why she didn't take him. I love Adrian, and why would you lie to your boyfriend, first of all? And especially a guy who can walk in your dreams. And he ends up finding them after that they've broken Victor out of jail, and he's like, "Do you know he's sitting on your bed?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is not gonna be good." And then she mostly says, "Well, we had to," and he's like, "Why?" And then he figures it out. He like there's like a way to turn back Strigoi into the hamper. I don't know what they're really called. Um, and he's like, first of all, it's not known that it's possible to actually turn them back. And when like when someone says that, it's probably like very odd. Like, no, that's not possible. And then um they decide to go out, and they decide to meet um Victor Dashkov's brother, and he mostly tells them, okay, it is possible, but you have to use spirit in a stake, and no one can other do it than a spirit user. So I'm thinking, oh crap. And then Liz is like, well, I want to do it. I'll do it. And then Rose is like, no, you're not doing it. It's too dangerous. And I'm like, Rose, get over it. She wants to help you. And then I was like, really? And then all the Strigoi are there. And then Dimitri's there. And she's like, well, she can't kill. She like, Eddie and he almost like they almost stake him, and then she moves the stake, and Eddie gets all mad, and I could agree with him so many ways, because like, why would you do that? You're endangering everyone. And oh yeah, and Victor Dashkov and his brother like completely escaped. Like, really? Okay, so they're back, and um um tongue twisted. Okay, so they're back, and everyone just thinks that they were in Las Vegas because that's where they were. They ended up stopping at Las Vegas, and there was this guy who said, "Oh yeah, the Dragonmore's father used to be here all the time." Um, and Rose didn't believe it. Like, she couldn't believe it, and I'm gonna continue saying that and something about that because that's really big, and I knew it from like there from what happened. Okay, so they're back, and they Christian is like, no, you couldn't have just been away for a weekend. We know what you did. well, he knew, like, Kristen is very, like, he's a fire user, and people they don't like that Moroi are, like, they want to actually use magic and to fight because they don't think, like, I mean, I think it's a smart idea because, let's see, the Guardian line is coming down, and oh yeah, and they want to put down the age limit, so now you could be a Guardian at 16, and Rose is like, WTF, like, that can't happen. That is so unsafe. Like, there's a big, like, brand in 2 years, and she didn't even, she wasn't, like, fighting at 16. She came, they, Vampire Academy started when she was 16, and and she really got her first, like, tattoo at 17. And oh yeah, I don't know if I want to say this, but okay, so Rose and Adrian almost had sex, but they didn't have protection, and uh a Moroi and a DeHamper, they can make a child, but a DeHamper and a DeHamper can't. So everyone knows that Rose would have had a child. I was like, oh no, like, that would have definitely happened. Counting on Rose's luck. Oh yeah, and then, okay, moving back, I just wanted to put in that part because it just made me kind of laugh. Um, so, so Christian and Lissa are on that college tour because Lissa wants to go to this college, and so Christian's like, I'll teach you how to kill a Strigoi, and um everyone knows that Christian's parents, they wanted to become Strigoi, and he is a royal, but they don't, like, treat him that way because they think that his family was bad, and he's bad because his family was bad, and I don't think that's right because I love Christian. Um, so, and then they get attacked, and Dimitri's there, and Rose is filing papers, and she's like, oh my god, I have to help. So she goes to this guy, Hans, or whatever his name was, and he tells her, and then he's like, oh yeah, you're bonded, you have to come. And then so she goes, and Dimitri mostly takes them hostage, and I'm like, really, Dimitri? And then the to stop Dimitri, when Rose gets there, um Christian puts, like, a fire ring around, and and then, like, I'm like, does she have the spirit? Does she have the spirit? And I'm like, she stakes it, and you can, like, feel the magic. They felt the magic, and he's not Strigoi anymore. And I am like, clearly, I don't think I had, like, been so happy with a book ever. Vampire Academy does that to me. Like, it's like Richelle Mead, like, her writing is so amazing. So yeah, a lot of other stuff happens. Rose is arrested for supposedly killing the queen, and then at the trial, they're like, and then there's, like, fingerprints on the stake because the queen was staked in the heart, and then Rose is, like, saying, like, why would I just leave my stake in the middle, like, in the victim? If I wanted to kill her, you're mostly insulting my intelligence. And I just love Rose. She's just so funny. Okay, so I will see you guys soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed my very long review of Spiritbound. Bye, guys, and happy reading.